so since the camera can't really look at us, it is ridiculous the number of people that are here. Like, I did not expect this turnout of near people in the sheer hundreds and thousands. It's, please, could you make some noise for us, ladies and gentlemen? That is exactly what I like to hear from the people that are definitely in this room. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone. We are 3 self-anointed experts on toys who work for a website called CollectionDX. And just out of curiosity, how many people have been there before? Okay, so let's see, about 97. That's a very good number. Okay,
That's about half of you.
Yeah, so for those of you who haven't, it's a website that a good gentleman named Josh Bernard started way back in the early 2000s, I believe, as he wanted to make it into originally a toy selling website of some sort, but eventually it evolved multiple times and went through several renewals and versions, and now has turned into a website all about reviewing and talking about stupid, dumb, expensive 30-year-old Japanese toys.
Yeah.
And we would have it no other way. So what I like to do for this panel, my whole idea about it, because I want to have a couple panels like this for like every single year to come, essentially, each one having kind of a different topic. I want to make it kind of like an open forum discussion thing between us and the people in the room. So just try something different, because you know what, I can talk about these things forever, but you would get so sick of hearing my voice. And so we're going to go from there. Also, introduce yourselves, you asses.
I am Josh Reed, and I'm awesome. I am J-Man on the site, if you've ever read any of my reviews. Good, that's about 300 or so.
And I'm Andy Malden. I write there too. Nothing recently, but yeah, go by Veer on the website.
What do you go by?
Veer, I just
Not
said
you,
that.
the other one.
The other one.
The other one, the one that didn't say it.
You did say it.
I did say it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not listening.
I get that a lot too.
I always plug myself.
Yeah, I know, you're shameless.
See, Michael, you didn't say who you go by.
Everyone knows who I am already.
Okay.
I did this last year.
Yeah.
So I want to get really deep into the psyche of why we collect toys, because it really is a fascinating thing if you ever think about it, because it all stems from when you're a kid, for most of us, where, you know, you're watching TV, and I never grew up in the era, but you know, the 90s were just as bad about it, of the 30-minute toy commercial ad. And thankfully there was a point where they were no longer allowed to air the commercials for the toys at the same time as the actual show it was airing, so that happened less, but you know, a commercial still found ways to brainwash us just as easily. And they were so directly aimed at making you want their money, whether it be the toy transforms, whether the toy has rocket punch, whether for some reason there is a cornstarch formula inside of its arms that tastes delicious when you tear it apart. It always had something like that. And I feel like especially the Japanese toys, which we're going to take a look at here, they were complete and utter jerks when it came to Japanese toys. You know why? Because they had the most amazing commercials. Like, let's take a look at a couple.
Stop frame always wins in my book.
You could totally do that with the toys, by the way.
Look, let me show another one real quick. This is for some of the Japanese Transformers toys out there. I honestly don't know how they did some of the stop motion for this one. I don't know how they make things fly as well. Right here. How the heck does that? How does that shuttle fly by? How do they do that? It's voodoo, I tell you.
Very well selected string color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's plenty of stuff like that. We'll take up another look at that pretty later on. And so this is where I think the main meat of this is the fact that we wanted toys for, you know, the ooh shiny factor when we were kids, but now as adults, clearly we're still buying something and, investing our 401ks in that and stuff like that. And I think there's a couple of reasons for it. Like, personally for me, I never grew up because I am childish. That's the reason I kept buying things. What about you two, schmucks?
Pretty much the same. I'm a giant man-child.
Giant is right. I just preferred having physical representations of characters I liked, whether just to see them at all times or when I was younger, to continue the adventures outside of the television show.
I think that's definitely a big factor, especially the wanting a physical representation of it, which, by the way, was hell for me when I was a child because I was Korean. One of the things that we often did was we would go to, my mom would take me to the Korean video store, and sure, they'd have the really awful Korean dramas there, but they'd also have a small selection of awesome anime that you could watch as well. And so I got to watch things like X Kaiser, Dagarn, and Goldrun, and J Decker, and SD Gundam. All these shows with amazing giant robots. And the worst part being that after the cartoon, they would have a commercial for the toy, and I would have no freaking way of getting them. I'm still looking for all these things, by the way. And I think part of that has built this unnatural kind of schism in my brain that makes me think I need to still get these things because I did not have them and I am greedy.
Of course.
Robotech definitely, especially.
When it first started, like, toys didn't exist in America. Cartoons.
Well, you could have just gotten Jetfire.
It's not the
earlier.
same. It's not the same.
It's better.
Ugh.
What'd you say?
What?
Shut up. It's not bitter. It's not bitter at all. Another factor to think about is the fact that maybe it was just me, but like toys in the 90s and 80s kind of sucked sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Power of the Force.
Power of the Force, yes, that's a good example. Just like, sometimes you just wanted
For
to,
toys,
yeah. It's just,
you got some few good, like Exo Squad.
Exo Squads are amazing, I love those. But there's just some cases where like, sometimes you just really like a sound wave that could bend its knees, not forwards, things like that.
It's the small
And
things in life.
I think it happens more with the toys that like, oddly enough, it doesn't happen as much with the older toys, but like specifically like Transformers toys that happen like from the 90s to the mid 2000s sometimes. Those things are pieces of crap sometimes, man, let me tell you. Beast Wars, okay, there are some gems in there, but GPS, yes, gold. I am very glad that they have fixed that in this day and era, and we no longer have to worry about that. At least that's what they keep telling us, but we don't know yet.
We'll find out with the new Takara Rhinox.
Takara Rhinox and that stupid
Waspinator?
Lincoln Park Golden Soundwave. That thing has swirls in the promotion pictures. Nothing about that is going to end well, mostly because that's Lincoln Park attached to the name.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's G1 Soundwave, right?
Yeah, but it used to be Chrome. Like they've been trying to get that Golden Soundwave made for like 3 years. When they first showed it off, it was super shiny chrome, which I don't know what that has to do with Lincoln Park. But since then, they have lost a lot more money, and now all they can afford is gold plastic. We'll see how that goes.
Hopefully poorly.
A good example.
Not hopefully. We want it to succeed.
So we can get more Lincoln Park Transformers. Yeah. They already have Nendoroids, man. They're on their way. Yeah, they made Lincoln Park Nendoroids. It's a little set.
Come on, Bandai. SH Fig Arts.
Yeah, that's clearly gonna. You don't know what that freaking. They already have Daft Punk. They're halfway there already. When are we getting the SH Fig Arts Miley Cyrus? When's that happening?
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I don't doubt anything from that company. They are insane.
Comes with a wrecking ball accessory.
Yes.
Working ball. Avengers on.
The
Television Web exclusive.
The Avengers Figmas are still in works. The thing with those is the fact that Japan is slow at making toys sometimes. The current estimate is that by the time Avengers 2 comes out, we should theoretically have at least one of the Avengers Figmas.
Yeah.
It was Figma. Currently, Reveltech is making a Mark 42, but it's also Reveltech, so
It'll suck.
it won't suck. It'll just be cute. It's not good, but I mean it's cute.
It sure will be Rebel type.
Yeah. I bet you do, you schmuck.
Assemble board.
Assemble Borg is a fascinating thing in that it's pretty much kind of an odd successor to Micro Man figures in a lot of ways.
So they actually call that out as one of the...
Yeah, especially in their aesthetic, but I personally don't own any, but holy crap, they're so freaking cool. I love them a lot. So let's talk about transforming robot toys.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is the general bulk of the things that we kind of like.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, obviously not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a fine collector of My Little Pony collectibles. That's not a joke, by the way. So, let's talk about some of the early Transformers toys.
I've never been a G1 purist. I never got it. Like, you know, honestly, toys back then were great, but it kind of sucked.
They have a certain novelty and charm to them for being so intuitive and ingenious for the time.
And having metal.
G1 Vector was like, it's like the only one I say, like, you know, it's a place things.
The one I would often, like, my favorite one actually, oh, okay, two. My first favorite one is probably Twin Twist, because he actually works and he flips onto his freaking legs, for crying out loud. It's the most amazing thing in the world. The other being G1 Perceptor, because that is like one of the few ones that actually has all of his joints, pretty much. He has knees, elbows, shoulders, and all that good hullabaloo. But like, let's hear from you guys. What were some of the early Transformers toys you had as kids? Like, not necessarily Transformers, but transforming robot things.
Well, as a child of the very early 90s, I had plenty of Beast Wars. A lot of people will look at those and then scream in agony, although I still have a soft spot for them.
Truck not working.
Wait, what about like Transmetals?
Yeah, those are awesome.
Love transmittals.
Which one?
Until they, fell apart and all the paint fell off.
That's battle damage.
Transmetals or Transmetals 2?
I'm fine with both.
I prefer Transmetal ones.
Transmetal 1, 2,
Transmetal 2s are a little too unwieldy for my liking.
Rat Trap was always my favorite character, so I had every incarnation of Rat Trap.
Yeah, that one was very nice. The Transmetal.
Until its paint came off.
My paint didn't come off.
Come on.
See, he gets it. That's
There
what
we
I
go.
said. What about you?
I only had Beast Wars. I grew up not even knowing that there was a G1 Transformers. Had no idea. So when they went to the original arc in the Beast Wars, I had no idea what was going on. It's like, who's that guy with the square head?
Why is he so much bigger than everyone else?
What are these big guys?
What's your truck?
Yeah.
What's up with the truck standing there? This is not trucky.
Yeah. And so I just grew up having a lot of those. I never got any big ones because I always bought a lot.
Right.
A lot of really bad ones. Like, what was it, Power Hug? The Caterpillar one?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Power Hug.
I
What a
love
piece
it.
of crap that was.
Oh, yeah. And
He was a
unfortunately,
giant Pac-Man.
Yes, I love him, but he's a piece
he
of
had the
crap.
mini Unicron mode.
That's the way you
But those were fun. You know, I really enjoyed the show, so I got all my favorite characters, namely Dinobot and Depth Charge. Other than Transformers, I didn't have any transforming robots.
As far as
I didn't have Megazords. I didn't have.
Beast Machines didn't have it. Just leave it right there, okay?
What's Beast
Yeah.
Machines? I have no idea what that is.
I'm the only person on this planet who likes that show.
Yeah.
it got really dark.
Yes, and it's
It got really
wonderful.
stupid.
I will say this, it at least gave us Megabolt Megatron.
Megabolt is amazing. Chip? Okay, probably no one gets that joke.
No, I got it.
Okay, good. Actually, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing.
As
It
far
also
as
gave us Tankor.
Yes.
Mono Eye and all.
there were several transforming toy lines that I was heavily into. Pretty much everything that transformed, I was into. Not specifically, necessarily transforming robots, but I even collected a lot of the Animorphs toys.
Oh, there's a Megabolt.
Oh yeah. But I loved them.
The Andalite-
Because they transformed and they almost looked like something and then they almost looked like something else. And then there was a stage in between where they kind of looked like both of them, but not really. It was great.
And
It was terrible. Which
Did you at least get the Andalites?
Oh, I got every one of them.
The Andalites were actually alright.
Yeah, they tried.
Because they didn't have to look like something.
My favorite was
Right.
Tobias.
the only good one was the Yerk. The Yerk was the only good one. Only because it just didn't turn into anything. It just looked like an angry monster.
was that the red guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
No,
good.
that was Visser 3. He was
Oh.
another analog.
Okay, I
It was
can't.
controlled by.
I'm sorry, but my knowledge of K.A. Applegate novels are incredibly limited. Yeah. I tried reading Remnants, and I'm the only person who I know on the planet who did, and let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Again, I feel like I was given like kind of a dark blessing in the fact that, again, being as a Korean, sometimes I had relatives that would come over, and they would give me gifts sometimes, and I was lucky in that I got two things, neither of which I possess anymore, which aggravates the ever-living crap out of me. One being a toy from Dagarn, which is known as Seven Changer. Now,
Guess how many modes he has?
for those of you who know anything about Transformers, you know about Six Shot, right? The Ninja Consultant Six Shot. This dude taught Six Shot how to turn into the 6 modes, but I didn't teach him the other one because he's going to use that to kill him. And yeah, he was a fantastic toy that turned into a robot, a griffin, a different griffin, a dragon, a truck, a boat, and then a jet. I think that might have been more than 7, but you know what? If fan modes, who cares? It was
Was
the
it
greatest
also
toy in the
a gun?
world. And in addition to that, I also had Land Bison, who is the greatest name in the world, and it is a robot comprised of 5 cars and it's just awesome. I should have brought pictures of it, but I forgot. Whoops.
Next year.
Next
Or
year.
Google.
Yeah, just Google Land Bison. Seriously, he's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
His entire lower legs are composed of a big rig. Like he's composed. Okay, so he's supposedly he's composed of 5 cars. Okay, one is a big rig truck, one is a hot rod, another's a Formula One car. Actually he's made of 4 robots. My bad. The other's a drill.
Yes.
All brave robots have drills, but that's why they're fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I guess that's a lot of our origins as far as transforming toys we collected then. What about now? Like, what are we really into?
Articulation.
Articulation, yes, that
Still
is
just
wonderful.
Transformers.
Dynamic posing.
Double joints,
Heroic action.
Metal frames.
metal frames.
Oh,
Hey, this man understands everything right here.
Ankle tilts.
Yes.
I would just like to say almost everything up here has an ankle tilt, except for the toys that suck.
Big Megazord
Oh.
takes offense.
All of Andy's toys.
Hey, Carrot Sunshine can move her head. That's enough.
Congratulations.
He can look up too.
Isn't that all you need in a girlfriend?
I wouldn't.
Moving on.
What's a girlfriend?
What is a man?
Yes.
Think about like all the third parties, like making figures for, like the new Transformers and our add-ons, all that stuff.
You know, all 18 Bruticus's.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that the plural of that?
Bruticai. I'm still of the opinion is what it is.
Codes?
That is definitely not it.
Is it Greek or Latin?
I don't know. Who cares? I am always fascinated by the fact that Hasbro has not taken a hammer down to these people yet.
Oh yeah.
Hasbro is a very forgiving company that are willing to allow these things to exist. Like it's a confusing
They're not
relationship.
Harmony Gold.
That is a good way to put it. Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
Another thing is they may not know who they are, because I think like Fans Project and Perfect Effect, I think they mostly exist in the back rooms of online communities.
It's a combination of that and the fact that actually a lot of these communities or these groups are sometimes based in China and things like that, where they are not legally allowed. Like their borders between what they can do legally and what they can't do.
Right.
And so it's a very curious thing to say the least. Like my favorite thing that third-party companies do is when they do things like make add-on kits and things like that.
Yeah.
That's where I think it's most effective. When they do something that that Hasbro feasibly could not do due to fiscal irresponsibility or just sheer limitations, that is when I think is best.
Yeah.
When you're
Not
just
when it's Devastator.
yeah, when you're
Yeah.
just making another G1 Optimus Prime, you are wasting not only my time, but everyone else's time who has to look at the fricking thing on the internet. And I don't think that's a creative or effective way of spending one's time and input.
It's still the only way we're going to get a G1 RC though.
You say that now, you never know.
They keep talking about making one, they haven't done one yet.
They haven't done a lot of things yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so other than Transformers, what about other things that transform?
I really like Power Rangers. Woo! Yeah, get some love for the Power Rangers. Pretty much Power Rangers Super Sentai, Kamen Rider. There's not really very many transforming things in any of those toy lines. I really did.
I enjoyed all 3 times the Powerdizer showed up. Yes, very much.
And in that one movie where they had 12 Powerdizers.
With Gatling guns. Why did the? I
they
don't
were
think those got
color-coded.
toys. I don't think they got toys, which is such a shame.
Spray paint.
Yeah, comment, give me a question, okay? I think the most articulated Megazord is Zeo Megazord. Am I wrong?
I believe the most articulated one is actually the Wild Force Megazord. If only because I think that one has knees as well.
Mini
Oh
Paw.
my.
So much better.
Mini Paw doesn't count, but yes, Mini Paw are freaking amazing. I love
Except
them.
for the latest 2 series, because they cut the articulation or something.
I heard Go Buster was okay, at least in the base form.
I don't think you Go Busters.
The Gokaiger mini plot were amazing.
Right, I have
Yeah.
one of those. I forgot.
Yeah. But like, from like Go-Onger through Gokaiger pretty much, those things are freaking awesome. It's still the only way to get a good Daigoyo toy if you ask me. It was best robot, if you ask me.
It's pretty cape.
Yeah, yeah. Another,
Go Sager's clusterfuck Megazord.
The one that has on like a cart, right? That just scoots around.
No, that's not just that shit.
Right, G12.
No, it's all
No,
just like
G12 was Go On.
heads everywhere.
You're thinking Zeno.
Yeah.
wait, no, I thought the Ghost Sager's final mech was that stupid gray thing.
Yeah.
That thing sucked. You know, that show sucked.
Hey,
I've
it's
tried
a love letter to the original Power Rangers.
Yeah, but
Was it?
still kind of not very good.
At least it's getting good subs
Oh.
now.
That would help. Sorry, Kisama Tachis, but yeah.
But yeah, I'll agree that Go Say Wonder Son.
As far as other random transforming toys, I really love the Yamato Garland. That is one of my all-time favorite toys. Because how many people have seen Megazone 23?
2-3.
No, nothing. I haven't seen it.
2-3.
You guys are really missing out. Megazone 23 is one of the greatest things ever.
2-3.
Just like
Just watch the first one.
Yeah, just the first one. Just ignore the other 2 parts. They're not very good. But-
new Garland and old Garland. It's the new one.
It's the old one with upgraded shoulders.
Back when Yamato existed as an entity here and would actually send you fixed parts and things like that, except if you bought Macross toys. Which, by the way, good segue on the topic of transforming toys, which only I can talk about, I think.
Yep.
Macross.